Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tony Mercer here for WWE News and Reviews, and this is my WrestleMania 33 predictions video. I'm going to jump right into it here. If you hear any background noise, it's probably just my dogs. They're being ornery today, or my loud computer. But anyways, the kickoff show. Something I'm very disappointed about with WrestleMania 33 is that the Cruiserweight match has been pushed to the kickoff show. It's not surprising by any means, but it is disappointing to me at least. Neville and Austin Aries, they have the ability to steal the show. Give them more than 10 minutes and they will steal the show. Sadly, I think that's all they're going to get, but I think it's going to be a good match. Whether it's on the kickoff show, main show, we know that's on the kickoff show now, but Austin Aries and Neville they'll steal the kickoff show for sure, because the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is just going to be Braun Strowman tossing people over, and the SmackDown Women's Six-Pack Challenge that we now know is a six-pack challenge. Hopefully that's good, but I mean, it's just 6 women in the same match, and it's not even elimination style because we got that later on with the Raw Women's Championship. So, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me rewind a little bit. Neville versus Austin Aries. Neville has done so much good with this title. He has built up the Cruiserweight division. It's actually becoming something. The best match at the last Raw pay-per-view was the Cruiserweight match, Neville versus Jack Gallagher. Part of me wants Neville to keep this title, but Austin Aries has just injected the Cruiserweight division with even more energy. So I think Austin Aries gets the win here. Moving on, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So this match has been put on the back burner until this past week with the over the top rope challenge that Big Show destroyed everybody in, and then we get Braun Strowman entering himself in. So the big names in this match, the ones you gotta look out for: Dolph Ziggler, Big Show, Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn. Other than that, I don't think anybody else has a chance of winning. Dolph Ziggler doesn't have a chance of winning. The 2 people I'm looking for are Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman. It would be a great win for Sami Zayn, seeing as he barely got on the WrestleMania card to begin with. But Braun Strowman has to win this to look strong. He ate a pinfall loss, a clean loss that is, to Roman Reigns at Fastlane, which was a bonehead move. But Braun Strowman has to win this, and I think he will in pretty convincing fashion. Moving on to the last match of the kickoff show, we learned this week that it will now be a 6-pack challenge SmackDown Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss is the champion. She's going in. She's facing Becky Lynch, Carmella, Mickie James, Natalya, and Naomi. This is Naomi's hometown. This is her return match after she returned this past week on SmackDown. I don't see any reason why she should not win this match, even though personally, I want Alexa Bliss to keep the title. Before the build to WrestleMania, the SmackDown Women's division, they were doing great things. You look at a month and a half ago at Elimination Chamber, and there was 3 women's matches on the card. It's sad that they've been boggled down through this WrestleMania season, but maybe Naomi winning is what the division needs. So my pick is Naomi. Okay, moving on to the main show. A match that has been terribly built, but Monday they actually did something right. That is the Raw Tag Team Championship match, The Club versus Enzo and Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus. This is now a ladder match. This match should be a fun opener to the show. I think it'll open. And Enzo and Cass is going to come out first. You guys already know that. The Club, if the Club wins, they look strong, dominant, something that they need. I don't think that's going to happen. Cesaro and Sheamus, I love them as a tag team. I hated them at first, but they have proven to pretty much everybody that they are like a top-notch tag team. I don't think they win. I think it's Enzo and Cass that picks up the win this time around. It'll be a great Mania moment for them after they debuted almost a year ago. The Raw after WrestleMania 32. Moving on, a match that started being built really nicely and then kind of fell off. The Intercontinental Championship match, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. This past week, it was relegated to talking smack in an interview, which was okay, but nothing like the violent nature we saw like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and then we saw Baron Corbin crush Dean Ambrose with the forklift. What have they done since then? Basically nothing. I was very excited for this match. Now, not so much. I am going to pick Baron Corbin to win. Hopefully he does. If not, it'll be okay, because Dean Ambrose, they really haven't given him a chance to do anything with the title yet. He's only had one defense, and that was against Miz. So my pick is Baron Corbin. Moving on to the Raw Women's Championship match, and this is a Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Okay. The big story here is Bayley and Sasha Banks. A lot of people online are saying Sasha's going to turn heel on Bayley at WrestleMania. I personally do not see that happening at WrestleMania. I see it happening the Raw after. What I do see happening is Nia Jax getting eliminated. Now, I don't know if this is, because I know usually Fatal 4-Ways and Triple Threats, they're no disqualification, but I don't know if this is no disqualification. I'm sure it is, but if it's not, Nia Jax is gone first because she's going to get disqualified. But if it is no DQ, which it probably is, I think Nia still gets eliminated first after everybody trades finishers on her. And then Charlotte gets eliminated soon thereafter, and we're left with Bayley and Sasha Banks. I think it'll be a good 5 or 6 minutes between these women just going back and forth. Bayley picks up the win, keeps her title. They need to build this Raw Women's division, and a Sasha Banks heel turn will do that, but it needs to wait till the Raw after WrestleMania. Has to. Or maybe the seeds can be sown a little more at WrestleMania, like Bayley goes for handshake and Sasha doesn't shake her hand, or something like that, you know. But Bayley needs to win, and I think she picks it up. Next, one of the matches I am most looking forward to on this entire card, it's the United States Championship match, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, the former best friends. Everybody knows or remembers the Festival of Friendship. It was one of the best segments Raw has produced in a long time, not just Raw, WWE in general. And this feud has been red hot, and the build-up has been great. It resembles the Mega Powers when they exploded at WrestleMania 5. And I think this is going to be a fantastic match. It's the perfect time to put a championship back on Kevin Owens. Chris Jericho's going to be leaving, I think, in the last part of April or something like that. He'll be back in June from what I hear. But it's time for Kevin Owens to really elevate this United States Championship. The championship has taken a back burner to this red-hot feud. Expect to possibly see a Samoa Joe or Sami Zayn interference. Hopefully not, because I think this should just be between these two. But it's going to be an awesome match. Nonetheless, Kevin Owens picks up the win. Moving on to probably the best built match on this entire card. Something that I complained about, everybody complained about. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. Holy crap. The promos these two have had between each other, oh my goodness. Miz and Maurice with the Total Bella bullshit, those segments were hilarious. John Cena came out this past week on SmackDown and verbally tore them apart, told Miz that he was a coward, told Maurice that Nikki Bella was going to smack the Botox out her cheeks. He called Miz a pussy on live television. Like, this feud, it feels like they hate each other, and they might really hate each other. But John Cena did say something. He said, usually this would be the part where we would say, this match, we're training hard because it's going to be a hard-fought battle. He said, we're not saying that with you guys because we are going to go into WrestleMania and destroy you. So I think this match is going to be fairly quick. I would love to see Miz and Maurice pick up the win, but they're not. John Cena and Nikki Bella are winning. If Miz and Maurice win, I will be very, very surprised and happy, but John Cena and Nikki Bella pick up the win. Moving on to another well-built feud. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. If this match was no DQ or a street fight or something of that nature, I think people would be more accepting of this match, but it's a regular wrestling match, and I think it has the possibility to steal the show. Call me crazy, but AJ Styles could carry a broomstick to a 4-star match. Shane McMahon, while he is 47, 48 years old now, he wasn't a slouch back in the day. I know his punches look terrible. He's not very safe in the ring, but he's going against a world-class athlete. He's going against the best wrestler in the entire world in AJ Styles. I think this match could be a solid outing, if not, good to great area. I think AJ Styles picks up the win pretty convincingly, and people are going to be surprised with this match. Leading into our next match, the lead-up has seen so many ups and downs. The unsanctioned match with Triple H and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins hurting his knee did hurt this feud, but it's also kind of adds some intriguing parts to it. 2 or 3 weeks ago when Triple H beat down Seth with the crutch and hit it over his bad knee, and this past week Seth Rollins got the better of Triple H. This has been a well-built feud as well. And this match, we'll probably see Samoa Joe. We might see a returning Finn Balor. Who knows? I'm hoping so. But Seth Rollins needs this win so bad. Unless he's going to be gone for a while because of his knee, which I don't think he is since they're allowing him to wrestle. I think Seth Rollins picks up this win. And I think it's going to be a great match. Because they need a great match when you're leading into the next match of Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. This is going to be a piss break match, and I don't think it's going to go that long. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's going to be god awful. It's going to be terrible anyway, but hopefully they're able to, Undertaker's a legend. Roman Reigns, while people like to shit on his wrestling ability, he can go in the ring. He can. He's just so unlikable as a performer because he doesn't sell anything. He's going to have to sell with The Undertaker. If he doesn't sell, what's this match going to be like? Undertaker's in pain. He's going to have to protect him. I don't know how this match is going to go. I see it going one or two ways. Either Taker wins after he delivers a lot of offense, which I really don't see happening. I want The Undertaker to win. But here's what I would be more fine with. I would be fine with Reigns winning if he cheats to win. If he cheats to beat Undertaker and he turns heel, he allows the crowd to the crowd's gonna shit on him anyway, but if he just soaks in this crowd that's just going at him and he turns heel, he'll probably get cheered. He'll get cheered. Maybe. Probably not because it's Roman Reigns. But I'm saying, I don't know. I guess my official decision is Roman Reigns wins, but he has to turn heel for this win to make, to get any, not attention to it, but he has to turn heel. He has to. If he doesn't turn heel, this will be a disaster. Moving on to a feud that was, for lack of a better term, red hot at the beginning, and this past week saw a stupid video package, or whatever you want to call it. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. This is SmackDown's main feud, and they got the last 15 minutes of SmackDown. It was Bray Wyatt versus Luke Harper. And in the last 2 minutes of SmackDown, Randy Orton comes on the Titantron with this stupid video package of him very lightly shoving the thing that Bray Wyatt placed on him last week. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he shoves it into the ground ever so slightly, and it creates this obviously animated fire or whatever. I don't know. It was a bad video package. Watch it if you don't believe me, or please don't watch it if you want to save yourself. But other than that, I thought this feud's been very good, and I think Bray Wyatt should win. I see, the Randy Orton is the favorite going into this match, but Bray Wyatt needs the victory to cement himself as, the WWE champion. He's beat John Cena. He's beat AJ Styles. He beat Luke Harper this last week. The Sister Abigail finishing move is it is unstoppable right now. Randy Orton should not kick out of this move. And if Bray Wyatt loses, he needs to eat at least 3 RKOs. He can't eat 1 RKO and get pinned. So my official pick is Bray Wyatt. And they need to incorporate either a Luke Harper or Eric Rowan, a returning Eric Rowan. There's even been rumors that Sister Abigail will finally be appearing, but that's been rumors for the last 2 or 3 years. So take that with a grain of salt. I would love to see it happen, but I don't think it will. Bray Wyatt needs the victory. Going to what will be the main event, unfortunately. WWE Universal Championship match. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. If this is another 90-second squash, WrestleMania will go off, on a sour note unless something amazing happens. But Goldberg, God, I listened to the Edge and Christian podcast, and he says that he's been limited because of the WWE, and he said that he has things that he wants to pull out at WrestleMania if he's allowed. He better pull them out. He needs to pull them out. Oh God, does he need to? If he doesn't, this is going to be a terrible, terrible ending to what I assume will be a good WrestleMania. A spear jackhammer doesn't cut it. 2 German suplexes and an F5 doesn't cut it. This match doesn't need to be long. It needs to be 5 or 6 minutes long. Fists, knees, suplexes, spears, everything needs to be mashed up into this. And Brock Lesnar hits him with an F5 to end it. Brock Lesnar's going to win. And God, they just need to do something. Either this match shouldn't go on last, which I'm afraid it will. Either this match shouldn't go on last, or they need to go at least 5 to 10 minutes. But anyways, that's my prediction for WrestleMania 33. Hopefully it's a really good show. Of course, we wish that every year. Hopefully this one outdoes last year by a long shot. This is Tony Mercer signing off for WWE News and Reviews. Thanks for listening to my predictions. Please like and subscribe, comment, leave your predictions in the comments. Thank you so much.